I would like to begin today's discussion with you, Chris. Something pretty notable happened at the federal level not so long ago. Could you tell us about that and its significance for the adult career pathways?
Sure. The it that I'll talk about in a second happened in April 2011, but there was actually probably close to a year's worth of behind-the-scenes work going on prior to the it happening. And the it is that the three federal agencies, the Department of Labor, the Department of Health and Human Services, and the Department of Education came together and issued a joint memorandum that all three departments had signed off on career pathways. And that joint memorandum outlined a common framework, a common understanding, common definitions, and sort of key elements for what really constituted a high-quality career pathways system.
Great. And Chris, could you maybe expand a little bit on that? And so what's been happening since that joint memo occurred?
Since then, we thought the work was done when we did that. We thought, whoa, we finally got the letter vetted because it took a year to get it written and get it vetted, and that was going to be it. But actually, that was the beginning. Since then, the three agencies have formed, and I think this is particularly important, at the staff level, at the career staff level, a working group that meets monthly solely focused on the whole idea of how do we advance career pathways now? What else can we do? What are the ways that we can leverage whatever discretionary funds that we have? What are the ways that we can leverage whatever bully pulpits or platforms we have to get the message out? What are the ways that we can find out what people need and see what we can do either with our own limited resources, or perhaps we can bring other partners to the table, because one of the key elements of career pathway systems is that they are most successful when there are a lot of partners who really need to be at the table and engaged. So that work group was established and has taken on a life of its own. One of the things that we've done is to do a lot of cross-training where we're helping to train labor staff and the Health and Human Service Department staff, and staff at what I would call the line level, the staff who actually deal with regional offices and deal with programs in states and in localities, to understand what's in this memo and what's in a series of toolkits, if you will, that we've all put together. So to make sure not only that we wrote the letter and put it out there and said, there, voila, but we made sure that the people to whom we would go for, you might go for questions, actually had the information and would be giving the same answer from different agencies. We've also had a national dialogue where we were able to bring not just federal partners, the three that issued the letter, but new federal partners, as well as the National Governors Association, which we were very excited about to have them on board and interested, and the philanthropic community as well. And it was actually at that national dialogue that we also engaged employers in the conversation, which I think is probably timely for today's discussion.